Have you ever felt trapped by an overwhelming need to clean? You're not alone. Many students struggle with cleaning compulsions, which can be a sign of obsessive-compulsive disorder, or OCD. I remember first being diagnosed with OCD, and how confusing and isolating it felt. Let's break down what cleaning compulsions really are, how they affect students, and what resources are available to help. OCD isn't just wanting a tidy space, it's a real mental health condition where unwanted, intrusive thoughts lead to repetitive behaviors, or compulsions. In an attempt to relieve the anxiety these thoughts cause, cleaning compulsions are when these behaviors revolve around cleaning, disinfecting, or organizing to an excessive degree. It's important to remember that OCD is different from just being organized. It's not a personality trait. It's a disorder recognized by the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, or DSM-5, that significantly impacts daily life. So, how do you know if your cleaning habits might be more than just a preference for neatness? Common cleaning-related compulsions include excessive hand washing, sometimes to the point of causing redness or bleeding, repeated disinfecting of surfaces, arranging items in a very specific way to achieve symmetry, time-consuming cleaning routines, rigid rules about cleanliness, extreme caution around food preparation, and constant research into cleaning methods. Some people with OCD might even throw away items they perceive as contaminated, excessively clean things like phones or credit cards, or engage in mental reviewing, constantly recalling how many times something was cleaned. There are different types of OCD related to cleaning. Contamination OCD involves intrusive thoughts about germs, dirt, or bodily fluids, leading to a fear of becoming ill or contaminating others. Scrupulosity OCD can involve compulsive cleaning related to religious cleansing rituals. Symmetry OCD, or just right OCD, involves needing things to be arranged in a specific way, leading to compulsive cleaning to achieve that feeling. And checking OCD, driven by a fear of being responsible for harm, can lead to compulsive cleaning as a way to prevent perceived dangers. What triggers these compulsions? It could be exposure to bodily fluids, fear of contracting illnesses, touching surfaces perceived as dirty, seeing visible clutter, media reports about outbreaks, or even an internal sense of dirtiness triggered by certain thoughts or memories. The core fears behind cleaning compulsions often involve a fear of death or illness, fear of spreading illness to others, or fear of being a bad person for failing to prevent contamination. Now, how does this affect students specifically? OCD can disrupt daily life, interfere with relationships, and lead to feelings of anxiety, shame, and loneliness. Intrusive thoughts about many things, such as religion, sex, grades, or hygiene, can cause teens with OCD to lose focus in the classroom. Students might make repeated trips to the bathroom, be late to class, miss assignments, ask constant questions, or seek reassurance. They often feel too embarrassed to share their concerns. You might notice a student repeatedly asking the same questions, erasing and rewriting work, rereading material, tapping or touching things in a certain way, or excessively checking their belongings. They might also avoid touching objects in common areas or using the bathroom. If you're struggling with these challenges, remember that help is available. Start with your college or university's counseling services. A counselor can help you understand your symptoms and find specialized treatment. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is a common treatment for OCD. Tell them you think you might have OCD and want to see a cognitive behavior therapist. The International OCD Foundation, or ISTF, offers resources and support. Consider joining a support group, either on campus or online through organizations like NOC. If you're a student needing a plan to reduce questions asked in class, consult with the school behavioral therapist. Anxiety Canada is another great resource for information about OCD. Effective treatments for OCD include cognitive behavioral therapy, often with medication. Exposure and response prevention, or ERP, is a type of therapy where you're gradually exposed to your triggers while learning how to resist engaging in compulsions. Your doctor might also prescribe an antidepressant, or in severe cases, recommend deep brain stimulation. To illustrate the impact of OCD, consider Georgina's story, who spent up to 10 hours a day cleaning, limiting her food and water intake to avoid using the bathroom, or David's story, who lived with the constant fear of contamination and would rewards repeatedly. Kylie Cook shares that OCD causes her to replay scenarios in her head, unable to let them go, and become highly distressed by things like the tone of someone's voice. Living with someone with OCD cleaning compulsions can be challenging, potentially involving constant nagging about cleanliness and feeling restricted in your own home. If you recognize these signs in yourself or someone you know, please seek help. Understanding OCD and accessing the right resources can make a significant difference in managing these compulsions and improving quality of life.